Jason. You as well. This should be a good one. They've been it's been a lot of fun to watch. Yeah. Much of these games have been decided by from both sides. Some of our games against Bemidji happened like that, ended in ties 0-0, yeah. And both goalies absolutely seemed to. That was a really fun hockey game. And then let's see who we tie with Bantam. They also had some really good chances and just came in clutch where we needed to be. So just good all-around hockey. Which is what you hope for. You don't like flaws, you don't like trash hockey. You just play the game and play it well. Yeah. See what happens, but yeah. It'll be a good one. We're about less than a minute away from kicking off the championship game of the 2026 Fargo Woodchipper Classic Tournament. The Bantam A division, this afternoon's game, is a border rival, or border battle, as some would call it. It's the Moorhead Spuds against the Fargo Angels. Two teams that have faced off against each other already previously, not in tournament, but in typical exhibition game. Of course, they don't count towards any league play. Moorhead being from Minnesota hockey, Fargo Angels hailing out of Fargo.
Welcome to Scheels Arena, number 4 Wild Wings Woodchipper Bantam Classic. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for the Buffalo Wild Wings Woodchipper Bantam A Classic Championship game between the visiting team, Moorhead, and the home team, Fargo. Let's play hockey.
It's like, is there anywhere you want to sit? I'll find you. It won't be too. And I said, why don't we go sit in the forward box over there?
And both teams obviously know what's at stake. Winner bring home the gold. I know the Angels are hungry. And I know from a lot of past experience coaching in Moorhead that the Spuds, there will never be a day where they don't show up to play hard. Because they're always looking for something to eat.
Okay, well, I guess
Here we go, first period. Those of you that are with me from the Spuds, I will do my best to try and get names called out. Initial draw taken by DeFiore, won by the Angels. Dumped down into the zone by Jenner Peaslin picked up behind the net by Spuds. Passed up near side. Bounces up off the wall. Kept in initially by Emineth. He recovers. Chased down now into the Angels' own. Pass across. Ripped. Shot gets blocked. That was a shot from Blake Walker. 14 for the Spuds. Had it. DeFiore recovers behind the goal line. Pressured by the faceoff dot. DeFiore cycling around, feeds it up to Jace Peaslin, who was up on the blue line. He dumps it down deep. Spuds recover, wrap it up along the wall. Stepping up is Lundy. Got the puck over to Sandy. Out to the point. Shot from Theraldson. It's traffic. Tied up behind the net now. Forwarding pass up to Walker. Walker looking for a striking forward. Moorhead caught in line change. They're going to regroup back on DDD passes. Passed up near side to 7. That's eating in Schutz. Puck stripped away by Sandy. Sandy, backhand pass far side to Aiken. Over Aiken, he'll win the blue line. He'll flip the puck towards net. And then where it will be stopped by Moorhead goaltender Olin Anderson. That'll be the first freeze of the game. It's going to be a far side face-off down in the Spuds end. 13:38 to go in period 1. Off the draw with Pulte. Pressured in the corner by Olsen. Passed up along the wall. Broken up by the Spuds. Bounces over the stick of Peaslin. Near side pass up to Emineth. Emineth tried to feed it up to Olsen. Stopped short. 6 for the Spuds has it. Quick shot. That's Braid Manny for the Spuds. His shot on net. On target. Saved by Noonan. That'll be a line change for the Angels. That'll bring out Luke Cook for the faceoff. Manny stepping up for the draw for the Spuds. Brody Bay shuts. Wingers for Moorhead. Kept in at the point. Puck does clear out. Giving chase is Caden Groves. 5 in black. Pressured by Braden Key. Groves goes down real hard in the boards after losing his footing. He's really slow to get up, but he is going to get up and stay in the play. Battle now in the near side corner, coming out with it. Passed out to the point by Polanski. Dump in by Nyquist, gets broken up by Bay. Brody Bay cycling in. He'll put on the brakes on the pressure from Theraldson. Theraldson stealing it on the dump pass on the boards. Theraldson tried to get it flipped down deeper. Sent back out in the neutral zone by Wendland. Grabbed by Polanski. Polanski dumps it down. Wendland. Near side pass to Goose. Goose, of course, being Maverick Cornell. Nickname I gave him years ago. Puck dumped along the far side wall. Puck checked away by Jace Peaslin. Got some help from Jude Noah. Recovered by Jace Peaslin. His shot deflected off the skate of Wendland. Secondary rebound went wide. Skated back out of the zone by Lewin. Backhanded attempt by Emineth. Had a whiff. That allows Wendland to try and dump past the back. Recovered by Lewin in the Spuds end. Using the boards to try and get it up to Brady Mickelson. Angels reverse. Back up behind the net, behind the goal line by Wendland. Battling forward along the far side blue line is Jenner Peaslin. It's recovered by Wendland. Wendland backhand pass dropped out of the air by Lundy. But recovered by the Spuds. Brought back into the Angels zone before it's stripped away. Lundy back on the offensive now. Lundy charging up near side wall. Runs into Goose. He's pushed off the puck. Ryder Simonson recovered it for the Spuds behind the goal line. Far side pass on the wall. Centering pass broken up by Sandy. Kept in at the blue line by Emineth. Emineth's shot went wide, ricocheting off the backboards and deflecting out front, forcing Olin Anderson to stop it with the stick and cover it with the glove. 11 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in scoreless first period. Sandy setting up for the draw against Cole Salvold. Quick shot by Sandy. Blocker save up into the corner. Battle along the wall. Stripped away by Sandy. Mason Mohelski, 14 for the Spuds, was there. Shot attempt by Aiken, hit traffic. Pass forward, broken up by Aiken. And offsides is going to be the call, as it was brought in by Jenner Peaslin before Lundy could vacate the area. It'll be a near side face-off in front of the Spuds bench. 10:50 to go. Bolte now with the face-off. Tweeten and Olsen on wing. Face-off against Salvovold. Puck gets slapped back up. Salvovold recovers in the neutral zone. Salvovold carrying it down up wall. Put on the brakes. Got a shot pass towards net where Mohelski was there. Pass out to the point. Shot by Beslin. Broken up by the stick of Olsen. Puck recovered by Tweeten. Olsen had it, hit the back of his skate out in the neutral zone. Just out of view of camera. Apologize for that. Puck gets dumped by the Spuds. Stopped short behind the net by Noonan. Recovered far corner by Theraldson. Theraldson's going to continue skating out. He'll win the red line, get sent into the boards, but before that he was able to dump it down deep. Pressured down behind the goal line by Olsen. Pass across to Simonson, feeds it up to Walker. Blake Walker in black, cuts up through the middle. Stripped away off his stick by Polanski, kept in by, let's see, that's Salvovold. Broke up the pass, Mihalski with it. He ripped a shot, friendly fire, hit Walker. Covered in the far corner by Salvovold, dumps it back near side. Mohelski there to grab it, passes it out to the point. Caden Groves send it right back to Mohelski. Pressured by Key, slapped away by Bolte, kept in at the point by Groves. Pass across, broken up by Theraldson. Theraldson flying up ice now. He'll wind up, he gets a shot on target. Rebound cleared wide by Groves. Kept in at the point by Luke Cook. He dumps and wraps it along the boards. Wendland does the same thing, ringing it along the boards. Walker had control of it in the neutral zone, dumped it down for a line change. Puck carried now out, or dumped out, where it's finding the stick of Groves. Groves was looking for Bay. Went underneath his stick, recovered by Peaslin. Cross near side to MNF. MNF feeds it up to Noah, who chips it and dumps it down deep. Groves slaps it back near side. Ian Schutz with it, pull off to there, shot by Jace Peaslin, nice save by Olin Anderson. Puck recovered to the corner by DeFiore, he sent hard into the boards by Manny. Puck gets sent up near side, poking it was Schutz, kept in by Noah. Noah shot towards net, stopped by the skate of Wendland. Wendland carries it down, wins the red line, dumps it down deep. Puck recovered behind the Angels net by Jace Peaslin. Pressured, sends it up to MNF. Feeds it up to Noah. Noah sent it, bounced off the side skate of DeFiore. Cycling around is Bay. Bay continues to cycle. Drop pass back to Simonson. Simonson wound up. His shot broken up by Chase Peaslin. Recovered behind the net by Bay. Quick change of direction. A backhand pass out front. Hit the side of the netting. Tries to clear it out. Is Peaslin. Shot by Simonson. And a shot and a save. Got tied up into the skates of Noonan. And he'll hold on to it. Score remains at zeros with 7:56 to go in period one of the championship game. It's going to be a far side face-off down in the Angels' end. Left-hand side of Noonan. DeFiore with the draw. Face-off against Lewin, won by Lewin, out to the point. Tries to keep it in, is Simonson. Chase Peaslin now flying up ice. Wonderful back check by Simonson. Loose puck picked up by Noah. Noah's shot saved by Anderson. Loose puck in the corner. Chasing it down now. Behind the goal line is Lewin. Lewin's going to come flying up the wall. Stopped short and stripped away by Aiken. Coulter Aiken, he wound up. Blocked by Goose. Bouncing puck settled down out of the air by DeFiore. DeFiore now having to battle against Mickelson. Centering pass up to Lundy. Lundy's got two Spuds on him. Tries to get the puck towards center of the ice, was broken up and tied up by Simonson. Pass forward to Lewin. Lewin's got it. He's going to pass it back just a little bit too far out front of Mickelson. Dumped along the boards behind the goal line of the Angels' end by Aiken. Kept in along the far side by Noah Stout. DeFiore was trying to get it out. Battle out front. Pass out from behind the goal line. Shot from the point from Beslin. blocked by Aiken. Bestlin recovers for the Spuds, passes back near side to Wendland. Wendland cycling around, sends it, bounces over the stick of Brady Mickelson. Recovered by Theraldson. Theraldson fed it up on the stick of Wendland. Wendland dumps it off the boards to Theraldson. Theraldson's pass across intended for Lundy, broken up by Walker. Blake Walker cycles back down around the wall. His pass out to the point, broken up by Aiken, kept in though by Bestlin. Angels get a stick on it and launch it all the way down. It'll be an icing. So it'll be a far side face-off back down in the Angels' end. 6:13 remaining now in period 1.
Just sign up at blazingrewards.com. Start earning points. Get awesome rewards. Such a free food.
Off the draw, stepping up from the point was Wendland, keeping it in. Battle in the corner now. M&F dumps the puck up along the boards. Recovering it in the corner is Olsen. He'll reverse, sending it back up along the wall to Jenner Peaslin. He's tied up by Salvovold. Battle still going on. Puck pulled away by Olsen. Tries to clear it out. Kept in at the point by Bestlin. Dumped back into the Angels' end. Recovered in the corner by M&F. Pressured by Mohelski. Stripped away behind the goal line by Walker. Pass out front from Mohelski. Bouncing puck. Tries to settle it down with Salvovold. Puck does get launched out into the neutral zone where Wendland drops back to recover and sends it back into the Angels' end. Quick change of direction by Jenner Peaslin, but he was tied up by Blake Walker. Dumped back into the zone by Salvovold. Bouncing puck off the sidewall. Nice shot attempt by Simonson. Was looking for Walker on the redirect. Puck out in the slot. Sent back in towards net by Walker. It's going to get carried out by Jenner Peaslin. He'll launch it down. And it gets flipped up over the head of Groves. It'll be recovered by Simonson down behind the goal line. Simonson launches it up to Salvovold, who's waiting for it. Salvovold wins red line. He'll dump it back down to the Angels' end and get his line change. Pressured by Bay. Covered in the corner by Theraldson. Pass off the wall from Polanski. Broken up now in the neutral area by Bay. Brody Bay has it. Lost it on the poke check from Key. Dumped further into the zone by Manny. It's going to be recovered by Luke Cook behind the goal line. He was pressured. Dump pass. Shot from the point. Hit traffic. Recovered. Nice shot by Brody Bay using bodies as a screen. Tries to sneak one in. Noonan was there with the puck tracking with the save. 4:17 to go in period 1. Manny with the face-off against Cook, wins it for the Spuds out to the point. Groves dumps it back in along the boards, picked up behind the net by Bay, feeding it up to Manny. Slapped wide along the wall. Pressured was Polanski, so he sends it back down deep. Picked up by Theraldson. Theraldson feeds it up to Key. Key centering pass to Cook. Cook's going to send it up far side to Polanski. Ryder Simonson had Polanski in sights. Puck battle now tries to get pulled off the wall, and it is by Jude Noah. Noah's shot on target, save and held on by Anderson. DeFiore's coming out for the draw. He's facing off against Donovan Lewin. Lewin 15 in black. DeFiore also a former Moorhead Spud. Quick shot by Jace Peaslin immediately after the draw. Quick reaction save by Anderson. Face off in the same spot. Spuds end, blocker hand side of Anderson. DeFiore and Lewin again. Another quick spin shot after grabbing the puck was by Jace Peaslin, went just wide. Tries to clear it out, kept into the point by Jenner Peaslin. He's pressured, banks it off the boards. Goes in into the stick of Noah, pressured in the corner by DeFiore. Was Goose. Pulling it away was Stout. Stout 4 in black. Battle still now raging on. DeFiore keeps it in. Puck will rim along the boards behind the Moorhead net. Dumped by Wendland, but it is kept in by MNF. MNF lost it along the wall. Skated back out by Lewin. Lewin will dump it down into the near corner and give chase. Massive hit by Jenner Pieslin. A good angle skate by Lewin on the read. And icing will bring it right back down to the Angels' end. Salvold with the draw up against Sandy. Salvold wins it out to Simonson at the point. Simonson's shot blocked by the body of Sandy. Sandy sends it across to Aiken. Aiken gets sent into the boards by Simonson. Giving chase behind the goal line is Sandy. Backhanded it out front. Lundy was there. He was tied up. Puck gets sent near side. Mohelski pulls it off, feeds it up to Salvold. Reaching for it is Walker. Salvold puts on the brakes at the point. Shot towards net. Stick save deflected up into the glass. Stays in bounds. Battling along the wall. Sandy has it. Got it to Nyquist. Back to Sandy. Sandy's going to flip it up. Giving chase is Lundy. Lundy will get there, preventing any type of icing. Cleared out from in front of the Spuds net by Walker. Lundy still pressuring behind. Giving chase was Bolte rather. Kind of like Bolte from the Wild. Puck carried back into the zone on the Spuds end by Therrelton. Recovered by the Spuds. Pass back near side to Schutz. Broken up by Bolte. Sends it across to Therrelton. Dumped into the zone now by Tweeten. Giving chase behind the goal line by Olsen. Dumped along the boards by Salvold on the block. Having to chase it down is Bolte. Carried across the blue line by Jenner Pieslin. A wind-up shot rip from Tweeten. Hits traffic. Dumped along the wall. Near side kept in at the point. Sent back behind the goal line. Recovering it for the Angels is Tweeten. He's pressured by Groves. Pass out to MNF. MNF shot. Stopped by the stick of Groves. Stepping up from the other point. Jenner Pieslin. His shot gets deflected wide. Carried out of the zone by Ian Schutz. Schutz sends it over to Bay. It was broken up by MNF. Olsen had it on the spin. Pressured now by Polanski down in the Spuds end. Goose sends it back up along the wall. Stopped short by MNF. Manny recovers it. Manny's got it, feeds it across. Shot from Bay went just wide. Nice pass across from Manny, feeding it up to Bay. Kept it initially by Goose. Driving forward is Luke Cook. Luke Cooks has got Polanski. Looking for it. Polanski's was there. Shot on the rebound from Key. And from behind the net, Luke Cook was there trying to also locate that puck, but Olin Anderson had an eye on it. Keeping track of it. 18.9 seconds to go. Exciting last few drives for both sides. Here towards the end of the first period. Game remains scoreless. Cook with the face-off against Lewin. Lewin wins it into the back corner. Launched up along the far side wall by Tornell. Recovered by Therrelton. Therrelton drops down, puts on the brakes behind Angels net. He'll launch it all the way down. Icing waved off on the deflection tip from Groves. And that's going to bring period one here to an end. We'll have a very quick, brief intermission break. The team staying on the bench before... Oh, look, actually, it looks like we did start on dirty ice. So we will break for resurfacing. And then we'll be back at it for, I believe, the conclusion of both periods 2 and 3. I don't suspect that they're going to be resurfacing after each period. Although we did start on clean ice following the conclusion of the previous game, so we might be resurfacing after each period. Regardless, stick around, we'll be right back. Coming to you live from Scheels Arena, home of the Fargo Force. at number 2. Fiore with face-off. Won by the Spuds. Salvovold. DDD pass far side. Puck flipped up to Michalski. He dumps it down deep. Picked up in the near corner by Jenner Pieslin. Stopped short by Michalski. Michalski feeding it out. Intended for a D partner. Made its way out into the neutral zone. Dumped back forward by Groves to the stick of Michalski. Michalski winds up. He rips a shot. Nice glove save. Held on by Noonan. It's a far side face-off. Sandy with it, going up against Salvovold. Driving forward is Lundy. Nice stick lift off Salvovold. Lundy still going forward. Driving down with speed down behind the net. Pulled off of his stick by Simonson. Simonson bank pass off the boards up to Walker. Walker, 2 in black. Pulls it off the wall. Poke check, or pushed off the puck by Aiken. Aiken got there but couldn't beat the speed of Simonson. Simonson dumps the puck back down into the Angels' end. Excuse me. Puck passed up from Nyquist under the stick of Lundy. Recovered back in neutral zone by Manny. Drop back to Beslin. Launched back up into the Angels' end. Recovered by Nyquist. Nyquist puts on the brakes. Backhands it back to Theraldson. Theraldson up to Aiken. Aiken cross ice pass received by Lundy. Lundy, before he could get a rip, a beautiful back check stick lift by Manny, stealing the puck away. And now we're going to have a penalty being assessed. It's going to go to Nyquist for holding, as Brody Bay, number 3 in black, was trying to drive forward and was held up on the play. That's going to be the first power play of the game in favor of the Spuds. Just earlier today, the Spuds taking the 1-goal lead over Marshall to make it into this championship game by scoring a power play goal. Pass out front from behind to Ian Schutz, tied up nicely by DeFiore. DeFiore recovers it, passes it up to Noah. Noah dumps it down into the corner, continues to give chase. Poke checked around him by Salvovold. Salvovold still carrying the puck up through center ice. Salvovold, drop pass back to Schutz. Back to Salvovold in the corner. Salvovold sends it back to Michalski. Stripped away by Theraldson. Theraldson bank pass off the boards to DeFiore. Stripped away by Schutz. Ian Schutz cycling up through neutral zone. Stripped away by Jude Noah. Noah carries it along the wall. Dumps it towards net. It's going to be picked up near side by Blake Walker. Walker, cross ice pass to Schutz. Using the skate to stop it. Headmans it up to Salvovold. Salvovold will put on the brakes, change of direction. Passes it up to the high slot to Walker. Over to Wendland. Back to Salvovold. And that hits a body and up into the netting. Nice look and a read by Spuds 13, Jet Wendland, with Salvovold open far side. .54 seconds remaining on the Spuds power play. Luke Cook with the face-off. Going up against Lewin. Puck gets dumped along the wall. Emineth there, tying up players. Pulled out. Let's see, by Brady Mickelson out to the point. Dumped in from Simonson. Lewin with it now behind the goal line. Passes it over to Noah Stout. Noah Stout, nice stick handle move, sends it back to Lewin. Lewin, a beautiful feed out to Groves. Groves' shot gets deflected just wide. Mickelson sends it out to Simonson. Sends it across to Groves. Groves drops it down out front. Looking for a tip deflection was Lewin. Stout with it. Giving right back to Stout from Lewin. Puck's going to get carried or backhanded out in the neutral zone by Cook. 5 seconds remaining on the Angels penalty. Aiken with it. A blown tire by Groves. Angels back at full strength. Loose puck out front in the slot from Aiken. Passed over to Theraldson. Theraldson's walking in. Theraldson centering pass over. Had Olsen there. Olsen gets sent hard into the boards by Mickelson. Nice job by Mickelson tying up Olsen on the pass across. A good read by Theraldson. Spuds brought back down, and dancing along the blue line was Groves, which sent Stout inadvertently into the zone. And then Groves entering himself forces the offsides. It'll be a near side face off in front of the Spuds bench on the Angels side of the ice with 11 minutes, 8 seconds to go in period 2. Game which remains scoreless. Nice win on the draw from Manny against Bolte. Puck dumped into the corner by Beslin. Kept in at the point by Tornell. Puck rimmed along the boards. Recovering it in the far corner is Schutz. He's pressured by Nyquist. Centering pass. Just out of reach of Brody Bay. Olsen recovering it. Passes it up to Bolte. Bolte wins the red line. He'll dump it down. Giving chase down behind the goal line is Tornell. Blown tire by Tweeten on the body battle with Tornell. Tornell continuing to skate it up. Poke checked away off his stick by Olsen. Recovered it. He dumps it down further deep. Puck rims along the far side wall. Schutz is there for Moorhead. Passes it out to the point. Beslin shot knocked out of the air by the stick of Manny. Backhanded out of the zone by Jenner. Recovered by the Spuds. Passed across. Dumped down into the zone by Beslin. Jenner Pieslin carrying it. Puts on the brakes behind the goal line from pressure of Bay. Pass by Theraldson off the wall behind Tweeten. Back down in the corner. Pass out front from Salvold. No icing as it got launched from Spuds player down to their end. Olin Anderson recovering it behind the goal line. He'll headman it up to Blake Walker. Walker puts on speed. Flips it up along the wall. Shot from Salvold. Save gets deflected up high. Kept in at the point by Goose. Sent back down into the corner to Salvold. Salvold had a centering pass, which got bumped up onto the side of the net. Jenner Pieslin changes direction, sends it up along the wall. Polanski with it, tries feeding it up to Key. Recovered by Beslin. Backhanded back along the wall by Emaneth. Stepping up was Polanski. Recovering it is Walker. Nice centering pass from Walker, but cleared out by the Angels. Beslin with it, feeds it up to Salvold. Salvold deflects it back down into the corner. Emaneth there. Banks it off the wall, or off the sideboards. Shot from the point by Beslin, broken up by Walker. DeFiore now has it for the Angels. DeFiore flying up far side wall, gets around Beslin. DeFiore cuts in, bouncing puck flubbed over the top of his stick as he was trying to release it. Carried out of the corner, pass from Walker over to Mohelski. Mohelski flying up ice, he'll win the red line and dump it into the far corner. Puck rim stopped by Noonan. Picked up now by Theraldson. Theraldson's going to try picking up speed. Poke checked away by Lewin. Puck flying through the air. Picked up by Stout. And Stout's going to send it all the way down. So that'll result in an icing whistle. It'll be a near side face-off down in the Spuds end. Glove hand side of goaltender Olin Anderson. Fiore setting up for the draw against Lewin. Nice job by Lewin using the skate to intercept the stick of DeFiore. Kept in at the point by Jace Pieslin. Broken up though by Mickelson. Mickelson feeds it up to Stout. Pressured by Pieslin. Slapped further up the wall. And driving forward is Jude Noah. Mickelson now with it. Slapped away by Pieslin. Recovering it is Lewin. Lewin cutting in through the middle. Shot from Mickelson, saved by Noonan, and the puck's going to get launched all the way down by Jace Pieslin, so that's going to be an icing whistle against the Angels, and it'll be a far side face-off down in the Angels' end. 7:47 to go in period 2. Lewin, nice face-off win against Sandy to the stick of Mickelson. Dumped in by Wendland. Recovering it in the corner was Sandy. Passed it out front right to the stick of Mickelson. Leween going for a nice hard body check against M&F. Puck does slide out into the neutral zone. Pulled into the center by... Not sure what happened. That was really weird on what happened to the puck there. Part of me thought, my heart stopped thinking that it had gun. I think it went and hit the boards behind the net and then ricocheted up and dropped back down in front. Shot by Stout on target. Recovered by Stout behind the goal line. Cuts back near side. Pressured by Peaslin. Drop backs back to Leween, who fed it right to Stout, who was looking for a one-timer. Pushed off the puck was Sandy from Simonson. Coulter aching with it. He rips the shot, stick save. Ricochet has the puck going all the way back out in the neutral zone where Mickelson covers it. Mickelson lost it, and a shot and a goal by Simonson. After Mickelson blew a tire and blew forward, Simonson focused on where the puck was, located it, had a really quick reaction shot to it, and beats Noonan to get the Spuds on the scoreboard here for the first time. And they have the lead 1-0 over the Angels with 6:39 to go in period 2. And those of you on the Spud side, you'll see me mark down a save, even though a goal was scored. Reason being is that a short 30-second video clip of the goal would get sent for review by the goaltender. That's just to alleviate any confusion that you might have. Bouncing puck now behind the goal line. Penalty is going to be assessed now to Manny as Olsen was taken down behind the play in the far side corner. Spuds now are going to go on the penalty kill. Manny's going to go for a cross check against Olsen. So that's going to be a face-off down in the Spuds end and a power play opportunity for the Angels. There's 6:03 left in period 2. DeFiore setting up for the draw against Selvold. Won by Selvold into the corner. Taken back the possession by Polanski. Lost it on the stick handle. Selvold dumps the puck along the boards. Both players go down on Selvold trying to sneak around him. Pass near side. Peaslin to Peaslin. Puck's going to get launched all the way down. No one there to touch it though. On the misguided pass from Jace Peaslin, so icing will bring it all the way back. It'll be a near side face-off down in the Angels' end. Left hand side of Noonan. 5:43 to go now in period 2. DeFiore with the face-off against Selvold. Won by Selvold out to the point. Tornell, no clear pass across, dumps it in the corner. Recovered behind goal line by Peaslin. Pass out front. Shot. Blocker saved by Noonan. Off the shot from Selvold. Pass forward now up to Jace Peaslin. Stripped away by Tornell. The Spuds very effective on their penalty kill. As I did some quick checking, they had multiple shorthanded goals scored thus far in the tournament. There's a drop pass from Tornell, broken up by the Spuds. DeFiore with it now, feeding it out front. Loose puck slides over where it's recovered in the corner by Jace Peaslin. Tried feeding it out. Broken up now by Selvold. Selvold's walking in. It's a 2-on-0. Passed across. Nice save as Mohelski tried tipping it in. He's body checked into the far corner. Headman to pack the puck up to Noah. Noah carrying it down in the corner. Looking for an outlet. Angels getting caught on line change. Noah out to the point to Polanski. Back in the corner to Sandy. Sandy, his pass out front. Sends it under the skate of Noah. Darrelson battling for it at the blue line. Lost it on the stick handle. Dumped down further into the zone by Selvold. 19 seconds to go on the Spuds penalty kill. Sent up along the boards front by Sandy to M&F. Kept in though by the Spuds. 10 seconds to go. Darrelson recovering the puck. Far side pass. And Key's now going to go He'll end up sitting. No, actually, I thought maybe the referee was going to be calling a penalty, and there was a body contact between Braden Key and Veslin, but I think that was just an inadvertent collision. So no penalty on the play. Face off near side down in the Angels' end. Face off one, Lewin out to Veslin. Veslin, his shot rings the bell, hits the side post. Spuds back at full strength. Successful penalty kill. Pulling it in off the wall, shot by Mickelson. Save and a rebound attempt by Lewin was there, but nothing provided in an opportunity for him by Noonan. Spuds still leading by 1 against the Angels. There's 3 minutes, 51 seconds left in period 2. Bolte setting up for the draw against Mickelson. Face-off infraction against the Angels. Bolte has to leave. Tweeten coming in to win the draw. Tweeten wins it along the wall. Puck picked up now by Jenner Pieslin. Pieslin will cycle down across their zone, carrying it up along the far side wall, and he'll launch it all the way down, so it'll be an icing. It'll be a far side face-off this time. Blocker hand side of Noonan. Lewin with the face-off against Bolte. Puck found its way out to Veslin at the point. Emineth tying it up along the boards. Olsen tries feeding it across to Tweeten. Tweeten chips the puck out in the neutral zone. Racing forward is Bolte. Backhanded back out by Veslin. Stout sent it over to Lewin. Poke checked away briefly by Tweeten, but carried up by Lewin. Pass from behind the goal line to Mickelson. Lewin recovers it, looks for an outlet, sends it out to the point to Simonson. Simonson rips a shot. Gets deflected wide. Olsen sent it out at the point. Kept in though by Veslin. Grabbed out of the air by Simonson. He'll drive forward, recovered by Stout. Poke checked away by Jenner Pieslin. Recovered by Emineth. Emineth's pushed into the boards by Lewin. Feeds it up to Olsen, just out of his reach. Stepping up from the point. Shot on target, Veslin. Secondary shot, Simonson. Friendly fire came in contact with Lewin, I believe. Simonson again walks in. A whiff on the shot attempt by Simonson. Bolte with it. Bolte. Not sure what the thought was there. Shot, pass attempt from Bolte, feeding it right up through the middle. Allows Veslin to walk in, intercept, and get a shot. Glove save and held on by Noonan. Line change opportunity taken for both teams. Luke Cook setting up against Braden Manny for the draw. Cook wins it into the corner, picked up by Nyquist. Nyquist immediately pressured by Schutz. Puck found its way over to Polanski, passed across to Key. Braden Key wins the red line, tries to get it down deep, stopped short by Tornell. Reverse down into the zone by Ian Schutz. He'll chase it down into the corner. Briefly tied up by Cook. Whose puck comes back near side, recovered by Theraldson. Theraldson feeds it up to Polanski. Polanski's pass just out of reach again of Key. Angels need to get tighten up on their pass directions. Pass across to Manny. Manny shot a backhanded redirect towards net. Stick saved by Noonan, flipped it up. Puck's going to get dumped out of the zone now by Nyquist. And it'll be an icing whistle, which will bring it all the way back. It'll be a far side face-off down in the Angels' end. 1:36 to go in period 2. Spuds still leading 1-0 over the Angels. DeFiore setting up for the face-off against Selvold. One dumped into the corner by Mohelski. Chased down, poke checked away by DeFiore, but sent out front. To where Selvold was. Puck recovered now by Angels. Puck cross-ice pass. Couldn't be received. Flipped back out of the zone by the Spuds. Tipped forward by Mohelski. Mohelski driving in. Mohelski rips a shot. Had his rebound. Pass from across the side. And initial save. Nice job by Noonan. And that's going to be an icing whistle. That's going to go all the way down. Nice opportunity to look by Mohelski. And then also being able to recover that puck behind the goal line. Passing it out front. I believe his intent was probably to try and bank it off the back side of the body of Noonan. Redirecting it into the net. Noonan reaching behind his body with his glove. Trying to pull a flurry. A whistle on the play. Looks like a face-off infraction against the Spuds. As the play was blown dead by the official out here by the blue line. That's going to force them to switch over. Walker setting up for the face-off against DeFiore. Puck gets covered by Emineth. He's launched into the wall by Mohelski. Noonan has it. Pass forward up to Peaslin. Peaslin's taken down on the play. Puck recovered by Simonson. Simonson passed up near side to Walker. Walker flipping it up, bounces in the neutral zone. Mohelski again on the offensive drive. He's pressured by Emineth. He's taken into the wall. And Mohelski going after Jace Peaslin with a nice punch to the back of the head. Loose puck out in the neutral area where it's reversed by Simonson. Simonson launches it. It's tipped by Mohelski, so no icing on the play. Recovered by Jenner Peaslin. He's going to pass it up to Noah. Noah on the turn. Poke checked away by Lewin. To the stick of Walker, who then had it poke checked or grabbed away by Jenner Peaslin. Puck slides out to the point. Shot from Simonson. Deflect attempt by Lewin, just barely missing. Lewin with it now in the corner. Slapped away by DeFiore, and that's going to bring period 2 to a close. Spuds finding some success to pop one in. And now we'll have a brief intermission break with team staying at their bench. And we'll be back for period 3 here momentarily. Stick around. We'll be right back. Spuds having the lone goal so far in the game, scored by number 8, Ryder Simonson. Off the what one could call a drop pass from number 11, Brady Mickelson, as he blew a tire in the slot and it was recovered and rifled in immediately by Simonson. Face off to Fiore against Lewin, won by Lewin. Recovered by Mickelson, sent it across to Beslin. Beslin had it, sent up to Peaslin, who sent it back to Beslin. It's carried down into the zone now by Stout. Poke checked away off of his stick, recovered. Loose puck, and no idea how that didn't go in. No idea how that didn't go in. Bouncing puck, Lewin was there, Mickelson was there, and somehow magically it didn't go in. Puck carried down now, and Jace Peaslin's gonna go and get a driving attempt towards the net. And it looks like Maverick Tornell, number 10, he'll go sit for 2. It'll be 2 minutes for holding, so it's a power play opportunity now for the Angels. No idea. Too much time may have passed, but I'm going to try and get that last attempt by the Spuds marked and flagged so that we can go back and review it. Face-off won by Sandy, kept in at the point briefly by Therrelton, cleared out by the Spuds, recovered in the neutral zone by Braden Manny, cycling up near side, drop pass back, pass out front, a redirect, nice save by Noonan. Had lost track of that puck, dumped down in. Angels are on the power play right now. Puck recovered back behind their own net by Therrelton. Therrelton feeds it up to Emineth. He's bodied off the puck beautifully by Manny. Puck driven down. Manny tried clearing it out. Recovered by Emineth. Back to Aiken. Out to Therrelton. Therrelton's shot. He had a clear angle all the way to the net. But that makes it easy for Olin Anderson to track it and easily grab it with the glove out of the air. It'll be a far side face-off down in the Spuds end. 13:39 to go in period 3. Spuds leading 1-0. DeFiore setting up for the face-off against Salvold. Won by DeFiore out at the point. Dumped in though and broken up now by Wendland. Wendland pass across to Mohelski. Mohelski tries settling the puck before dumping it deep. Puck continues to rim along the boards. Salvold was there, recovered now by Mohelski. Mohelski's short-handed shot broken up by Jenner Peaslin. Battling it behind the goal line against DeFiore and Peaslin was Mohelski. DeFiore recovered it. His pass across to Jace Peaslin. Had trouble settling it, so he launches it into the corner. Puck hammered along the boards by Simonson. Polanski keeping it in at the blue line. To the stick of DeFiore. Over to Peaslin. Back to brother Peaslin. Shot by Polanski on target. Nice save and held on by Anderson. It's going to be a near side face-off down in Spuds end. 22 seconds to remaining on the Angels power play. Face-off by Sandy, driving the puck forward. Puck dumped along the boards by Beslin, hit a weird jagged edge of the glass support post in the far side corner. It's kept in and rimmed around by the Spuds. Kept in this side by Aiken. Pass from behind the goal line by Sandy. Got deflected. Out front, pulled wide by Beslin. Beslin clears it out. Spuds back at full strength. A successful penalty kill with multiple shots of their own on net. And the puck dumped towards target by Sandy. And that forces Anderson to make a save. Sandy setting up for a face-off against Lewin. Lewin wins it into the corner. Driving out was Stout. Slapped a shot towards net by Therrelton. Kept in near side by Nyquist. Deflected wide by Groves. Recovered by Beslin. Hammered up along the far wall to Stout. Stout feeds it up to Lewin. Lewin's got Mickelson. His pass across. Got broken up by the Angels. Recovered in the corner by Sandy. Lewin sends him into the boards. Chasing it down the far side is Stout. Angels able to get it. Sent out too far into the neutral zone off the stick of Aiken to Groves. Groves hammers it down all the way into the stick of Nyquist. Nyquist across to Therrelton. Overskating it was Lundy. Stick lift by Mickelson. Allows him to steal it and dump it down into the corner. Stopped the rimming by Noonan. Therrelton feeds it up to Aiken. Aiken goes down on the play. Found Cook waiting for it. Cook feeds it up to Therrelton, who is driving forward. Poke checked off of his stick, grabbed by Cook. Cook dumps it into the corner by the blue line. Recovered behind the net by Beslin. Shuts with it now, pulls it out of the corner, feeds it up to Manny. Manny's cutting in through the neutral ice, briefly lost it. Nice skate move to recover it and pass it up to himself. Brody Bay now cycling up through the high slot. Bay with a shot, blocker saved by Noonan. Recovered in the corner by Schutz, sends it across behind the net to the far side. Jenner Peasland tries flipping it up out. Grabbed out of the air by Simonson. He's tied up along the boards but dumped further in. Recovered now by Cook. Cook bank pass off the boards to Emineth. Emineth feeds it up to Key but sends it behind him. It's going to be a foot race now. Wendland recovering it, sends it all the way back up the neutral zone where Schutz receives it, carrying it back across far side. Schutz, shot towards net, redirects it off the boards behind the net. Pressure from Manny prevents Emineth from doing anything with it. It reverts back to cycling it around. His shot, 2 keys redirected, shot towards net by the Spuds, cleared wide by the stick of Noonan, recovered near side in the corner by Emineth. He's pressured by Walker. Recovered by Bolte. Bolte sends it along the far side wall. Stepping up from the point was Simonson. Angels having a lot of difficulty trying to get it out. There was an attempt from Polanski to launch it out. Bolte with it, has it stripped away along the far wall though by Salvovold. Salvovold back on the offensive. Salvovold has Mohelski. Salvovold cycling around behind the net looking for an outlet. He's going to continue. He'll drop it to Wendland. Wendland couldn't get a clear shot. He's going to dump it down into the corner. Puck bounces over the stick of Salvovold, recovered by Mohelski. Mohelski sends it back out to Simonson, who dumps it right back to Mohelski. Mohelski carries it down behind near side. Passed up to Walker. Walker was trying to get it up to Wendland. Kept in. Backhanded further down deep by Walker. Pass from Mohelski in the corner. It's going to thread the needles and sneak its way all the way back down where Simonson's going to have to revert back. Simonson on the turn. He's going to dump it. A nice tip by Walker sends it into the corner to prevent any icing. Darrellson now with the puck behind the goal line to Tweeten. Tweeten sends it across to Olsen. Olsen's going to carry it in. He's going to rip a shot at the blue line. Going after it. Olsen slapping the puck out front. Pressured behind the goal line now is Bestlin who has it. Pressured by DeFiore. Recovered by the Spuds. Pass off the wall from Walker to Salvi, who sent it up to Mickey. Mickey pressured by Nyquist, dumps it into the corner. Recovering it is Theraldson. Chase Peasland with it. He's sent hard into the boards by Lewin. Mickelson recovering it, figuring out what to do with it. He's going to dump it down behind the net to Lewin, who feeds it out front. Shot from Mickelson goes wide. Nyquist recovering it, dumping it back out of the zone. Groves recovers in the neutral zone, sends it across to Stout, poke checked away by DeFiore. Pass across to Noah. Nice stick lift by Lewin. Prevents Noah from recovering it. Lewin's going to continue skating it down. Nice centering pass from the corner. Broken up though by Lewin. And the puck's going to get launched all the way down by Jace Peasland, too far out front of the stick of Noah in order to receive it. So icing is going to be the whistle. It'll be a far side face-off down in the Angels' end. There's 7:51 to go in period 3. Lewin with the face-off against Sandy. Puck gets sent wide into the wall. Recovered. Launch back near side behind the Angels net. Tied up by Mickelson was Emineth. Coming out with it is Lundy. Lundy's going to continue skating it up. Tries cutting in through the middle. Lost it on the poke check. Recovered by Lundy. Sent it across. Sandy with it. Able to get a redirect shot towards net, but not enough power on it. It's going to get launched and cleared out by the Spuds. After the save of Anderson, it would be a near side face-off down in the Spuds end. Manny setting up for the face-off against Sandy. Face-off one Manny, dumped along the boards behind the net by Wendland. Stepping up from the far side point by Jenner Peasland. Wendland chips it up to Schutz. Schutz pulls it off the wall. Poke checked off the stick of Manny by Emineth. Continue to give chase is Brody Bay in the corner. Emineth missing the body check against Bay. Puck's going to get recovered by Manny. Manny feeding it out to the point to Goose. Goose sends it back through the skates of Manny. Brody Bay recovering it behind the goal line. Uses the skate to pass it up to Schutz. Couldn't figure out an outlet for it as his head was up looking. Kept in at the point. Shot towards net by Bay. Leg saved by Noonan. He'll hold on and freeze it. Manny with the face-off now against Luke Cook. Cook wins the draw into the corner. Quick change of direction by Therrelton. Pulling it off the wall, continuing to skate it out. On the stick lift, lost it. Shot towards net by Polanski. Decision made to hold on by Anderson. Face-off now down in the Spuds end. 6:33 to go. Spuds leading by 1 with a score of 1-0 over the Angels. Cook with the face-off. Won by Manny in the corner. Manny's win percentage on the face-offs extremely high. Pretty impressive so far in the game. Tries to carry it out, was Goose, kept in by Key. Puck broken up by Wendland. Near side pass up to Schutz. Ian Schutz skated set up. Schutz 7 in black. Continues carrying it down, puts on the brakes, change of direction, pass out to Tornell. Tornell rips a shot, hits the side of the netting. Almost thought it went in, but it was the side of the net. Pass from out front, from Manny to Tornell. Tornell has it, poke checked up to Polanski. Manny, an impressive amount of speed on the back check, making Polanski looks slow, and Polanski isn't slow. On the drive back forward, shot towards net by Wendland, saved by Noonan. Stepping up is Sullivan to keep it in. He blows a tire along the wall. Puck finds his way floating out to Mohelski. Mohelski's going to carry it in, passes it across to Walker. Walker, fancy stick work. He sends it down behind the net. Dodging the body check from Cook. Pass out front from behind. Shot from Selvold. Broken up by traffic. Luke's puck chipped wide by Key. Kept in by Beslin. Shot towards net. Broken up by Cook. Kept in by Beslin. Mohelski recovers. Dumps the puck along the boards behind the Angels net. Recovered far side by Selvold as Polanski was reaching for it. Walker once again has it. Walker paddling, having to deal with Therrelton as he's getting tied up. Cook with it. Puck does get launched out. Simonson's having to chase back and recover back in the Spud zone. He'll launch it all the way up to Walker. Walker couldn't get a clear shot towards the net. Dumps it out to rim along the boards. Shot from Simonson. Cleared wide. A secondary rebound by Mohelski off the initial save. Puck cleared wide that time by Bolte. Tries to clear it out. Is Tweeten. Tweeten's going to get taken down from behind by Mohelski. No call on the play. Beslin recovers, sends it along the boards behind the Spuds net to Simonson, who feeds it up to Walker. Kept in though to the stick of Bolte. Bolte over to Olsen. Olsen out to Emineth. Emineth dumping it down to Bolte. Bolte feeding it out. Tied up was Tweeten. Dumped out of the zone by Walker to the stick of Emineth. Emineth tries feeding it up to Tweeten, but it's stopped short by Simonson. Massive body hit from DeFiore against Mickelson. And Beslin stepping up, stopping Noah short. Recovered behind the goal line by Noah Stout. Bouncing puck out front on the spin. Jude Noah gets the shot. Difficult. We got Noah Stout and Jude Noah, two Noahs. Let's see, battling for it in the corner is Jude Noah. Jace Peaslin was Noah Stout and Simonson. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone now. Lewin sends Jace Peaslin hard into the boards. Rim puck stopped by Anderson. Beslin recovers behind the net, pressured by Noah. He'll put on the brakes, change direction, goes back far side. Bank pass off the boards to Mickey. Mickey feeds it up to Stout. Noah Stout advancing back in. Stout's got Lewin. Stout's going to get pressure off the puck in the corner by Therrelton. Therrelton lost it on the poke check from Lewin. Allows Mickelson to recover it. Sends it across to Goose. Maverick Tornell. Goose puts on the brakes, changes direction, sends it out to Groves, who was posted up high. Right back to Tornell. Tornell tries getting it deep. Hits the body of DeFleury, who flips it up into neutral zone. Tornell recovers. dumps it deep, chipped in by Stout. Recovered by Theraldson, sends it back out. Kept in by Groves. Run it back into the corner. Going after it is Lewin. Lewin puts on the brakes, passes it out front. Nice read by Noonan using the stick to break up the pass out front. And icing called as the puck it literally stopped right on the other side of the goal line. And timeout now being called on the ice, I believe, by the Angels. There's 2:08 to go in period 3. Spuds leading 1-0. It's close. Final instructions for the remaining 2:08 given to both teams. One would bet that as soon as the Angels can get the puck out of the zone, you'll be looking to see the signal given from the bench for Noonan to hightail it off for the extra attacker. Face off won by Manny out to Tornell. Dumped in behind the goal line, bouncing puck out front, cleared wide by Peaslin. Jace Peaslin with it, or with the poke check, recovered by Schutz. Sent back near side, tying it up along the wall is Manny. Battling is DeFiore and Emineth. Coming out with it is Brody Bay. Brody Bay looks to go top corner, launches it up over the net, kept in by the glass. Lost on the skate of Jace Peaslin as DeFiore was trying to do something with it. Spuds doing a good job of keeping it in the Angels' end. Headmanned up from Emineth to Noah. And Noonan now making his way to the bench. Noah with it, cycling around behind. He's going to get tied up along the boards by Tornell. Pass out front. Shot by Polanski. It gets deflected off of Anderson up into the glass. Chipped out of the zone by the Spuds. Minute 10 to go, recovered by Emineth. Emineth tries to settle the puck down, sends it up to DeFiore. DeFiore backhands it, tries to get it deep. Stop short, found the stick. Goal of Brody Bay on the whiff pass and neutral zone, deep, or not deep, but still on the Angels side of the center red line. And the puck's gonna get buried by Bay. That's going to give Spuds a 2-0 lead with 58.1 seconds to go in period number 3 of the championship game here in Fargo. Off the drive, face-off one, Salvold against Sandy to the defense. Headmanned up, lost in the skates of Nyquist. Bounces off multiple skates. Poke checked off the stick of Sandy, recovered by Simonson. Simonson, spin pass off the boards to the stick of Mohelski. Mohelski sends it across to Walker. Walker feeds it up to Salvi, domed it, saved off the birdcage of Noonan. Kept in far side wall by Walker, stopped short by Theraldson. Theraldson pulls it off. Missed the check from Salvold. A solid check landed from Simonson on Lundy. Chasing it into the corner is Aiken. Simonson handing out a pass or a shot or a check there too. Overskating it was Lundy. Recovered, carried it out by Walker. 8 seconds to go. Dumped into the corner by Mohelski. Going after it is Walker. Walker tying up the puck along the boards. That's exactly what you want to do. Smart play by Blake Walker. Eating up time, not allowing the Angels to have any chance of pulling it out and making a progressive drive back down. And that's going to do it for the championship game. Spuds coming up victorious, beating Angels 2-0. Really good showing by the Angels, finding themselves into a second place finish.
That's a good game.
Certainly nothing to be disappointed about.
The 30-some shots on that.
As always, adversaries on the ice during the game, and brothers in Christ afterwards.
Congratulations to both teams. The 2026 Buffalo Wild Wings Woodchipper Classic Bantam second place trophy goes to Fargo Angel.
Trophy being presented, second place to the Angels, Captain Ethan DeFiore.
And the champion
Skating out to receive it.
Buffalo Wild Wings Woodchipper Classic Bantam division goes to Moorhead Spuds.
Champion Spuds, deservedly so. Olin Anderson will walk out or skate over and get it.
Thank you to the team participating in Buffalo Wild Wings Woodchipper Bantam Hockey Classic Tournament, the parents and fans. A special thank you to our tournament sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings, and the Fargo Youth Hockey Parents for the game. Please drive home safe.
Good job by both teams for the entire tournament. Anybody traveling, please drive safe, as the blizzard warning are still in effect. Thanks for being with us. Until next time, take care.